Hey, welcome to episode 7 of Answers. I'm Caitlin May, and I'm going to be focusing on one topic for you tonight. So, this is like your energy update, your energetic news, understanding what the bigger picture is telling you. Right now, I work with energy every day. I do chakra clearing, and I also do other things. But that's one part of my life that I'm really connected to and I want to share more about. So that's why I'm doing these videos. So today's topic is moving on. I just got finished a session and I'm going right into this from that. That's why I'm living what I'm talking about. So I want you to know that everything I talk about I'm doing and it's working really well. So today's topic is moving on. The time we're in right now is forcing us to look into the future. So we're in the quarantine time. Today is Thursday, April 2nd. And I did it without even looking at the thing. That's good. And right now, it's time to look to the future. So the future is bright. We just have to keep going. That's my message. One of them for you today. And the key is that we need to keep going even right now. In this time when it feels like what we're supposed to do is wait. So a lot of people are waiting, but my message, energetically speaking, from the bigger perspective, what I'm feeling in general is we're not supposed to be waiting right now. We're supposed to look at things differently. That's what the point of this is. Our lives look different. Things look different for us day to day right now. We've never been in this kind of thing before. And what people are doing, it seems, is waiting for things to go back to normal. But I had a conversation with my friend today too, and yeah, that's not what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna be bold and say that really does not feel, especially on the energetic side of things, what's gonna happen at all. This is definitely happening for a reason. This is not happening just so we can have a break and then go back. This is time for us to move forward. And we're having this time so we can, it's the perfect chance for us to do that right now. So we have time, we have lots and lots of time to look at things differently in our lives. We have time to look at different parts of our lives, focus on different things than we usually do, like so much more time. It's actually like a big gift we have right now. And how we live and what's really important to us is one of them. So this virus is teaching us that life is precious. That's one of the things it's teaching us. And so everyone who doesn't have it, who's just in their homes, who's still healthy, doing okay, doing well, even like it's time for us to really consider the gift we have, that we're alive, and how are we living our lives? This time is still our life. These days are still, the days of our lives. So how do we live our life usually? Like, what are we usually doing? Like, how are we prioritizing our lives? Are we really living our lives the way that we really want to? That's what we're meant to be looking at. And I want to say that your specific situation will show you what you need to know, what you need to pay attention to right now. So the thought of the day, I do the same structure for every video, and the thought of the day today is it's okay to move on. That's where all the good stuff that you want is. It's in the future, and it's still possible. In the future, yeah, it's okay to start taking steps toward that today. That's my message, one of them. You free up so much of your energy to, like, I work with energy, I see energy in the sessions I do. You free up so much of your energy by letting go of things. And letting go might seem like a challenge in a lot of ways, because, there are things that we're holding on to that we think, we don't want to let go because we love them, or we, want them to come back, or we, there's just things that we hold on to. But the thing is that when you move forward, you invite all of the good to be there with you. You invite all of the, everything that's meant for you will be there. It's like you cannot go back. You can't. That's just the way it works. You can't go back. But my rule for letting go of the past is that you keep all the good, you keep all the love, you keep all the lessons, you keep all the growth, and then you get rid of everything else, because you don't need anything else. And it actually holds you back from being present and being in the future that you really want to be in when you hold on. And I'm talking about, like, there are simple steps that you can do to free up your energy right now, and so many things that you can do. So yeah, sometimes we can get caught up in the past, but my rule about energy is, like I just said, keep the good, keep the lessons, keep the growth, keep the love, but everything else has got to go. And one beautiful thing you can do to change your life today, I want to share along with the thought, is that you can treat all your relationships. So relationships are a big part of our energy, like what is part of our energy, the way we share our energy. Like, relationships are basically energy between us. And if you treat those relationships like they just exist between you and that person today, when you come at your relationships from a place of being present, then you bring that into the present energy. You bring that relationship into the present energy, and which is so, that present energy is changing so much for us. So when we relate to people in our lives just the way we are today, not thinking about the past, just the way we are relating to that person, the way they are today, then you bring that whole energy of that relationship into the present, and then that can actually grow into the future. It can actually change, and you don't have to really think about the past of what it used to be. So there's something really beautiful about that. That's one way that you can update your life and update it with the current energy, which is wanting us to do these things. And yeah, the past is something we can let go of. Keep the love, but remember, right now, it still counts as our life right now. And, every day of it, of the quarantine. And that's the only way we can really have a different future, is by letting go fully of what used to be. So the more you can let go, the more you can, not ruminate about the past or let it affect your belief about yourself, about what's possible for you, because that's just something that doesn't help. Being present and moving forward is something that helps. And so this is the work I do on people. I clear the chakras of fear energy, and fear energy is also past energy because it's from the past. Unless you're afraid in this moment, it's not part of your present life. So to be more present, there's so much joy in the present for us always. So when you get rid of the fear from the past, it's just like there's so much that you can let go. And I do that for people. I take it out of them. In the session I just had, I worked with someone very close to me, actually, and I could see that their childhood was just in them, like this energy. They're so connected to their childhood. They still live in the place where they grew up as a child, like, and they're now in their 60s. So, like, there's so much about us that can be held back and not actually, like, progressing into the full expression of our spirit and who we're meant to be, by having this energy, like, be a part of us in such a big way. So I'm trying to help people understand how they can do that in ways other than chakra clearing. But chakra clearing definitely will help you to, it makes it a lot easier on you. And I am taking new people right now. So I have time to do that right now. So the energy update of the day, the energy forecast, the energy feeling of the day is that, as I said, right now is a good time to move forward. When you do, the things that you want will catch up with you there. That's so important. So sometimes we hold on to situations, we hold on to, places, we hold on to things out of fear that, like, we'll lose them. But the truth is that when you move forward, when you take steps and you are bold about the fact that you want your future to be bright, or you want a different future, then that energy, whatever is good for you, will come with you there. It will come meet you there. Like, you don't have to worry about, leaving things or people behind, because when you let go of things and this is the second time I've used this word in 2 videos, but I don't know, it's a good word, like in place of the future, which is so important. Like, the future is so important because it's all that exists. Like, you still have a chance to change that. You still have a chance to make your dreams come true. Right now, you still have a chance to live the life you really want. You really do. And that's why letting go is so important, because not helping you at all. What it's doing is just holding you back from what you really do want, which is like still possible. So that's why this is all so important. And I realize like a lot of people are waiting right now. A lot of people are in the energy of waiting and not realizing that that's not the best use of your time right now or your energy. You know, taking time out is another thing. That's a whole other thing, which is good. And if you need that, that's, you know, one of the gifts of this time. But, you know, if you're just waiting for things to go back to normal, like, I really don't think that's part of this. Like, I really don't think that's going to happen. And because there are already so many changes that are happening and have already happened, like, it's not possible for things to go back to the way they were. Things have already changed. So we're just going forward. We're learning, and we're all going forward on a bigger scale within ourselves. But really what we can only control is ourselves. So that's why I'm speaking to you personally. I'm speaking to each person personally, because you can only control yourself. That's all that you can control. So the time is not about waiting. It's about reprioritizing, learning what's important to us, and acting on that. So it's about making our lives the lives that we want right now. Like, do it now. This is what this is about. So do what you can right now. This is my advice. Like, do what you can right now. That's what the energy is all about. Not waiting for things to get back to normal. It's about making our lives the way we really want them right now, as much as we can. I realize, like, you might feel like you can't do everything to make your life the way you really, 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 truly want it to be. If this was like, you know, your only life, which it is. But this is really important to, like, take the steps that you can right now, because that'll attract more. It'll get you further. There's so many reasons, but that's a really good thing to do. And yeah, like, things will never be the same again. We've got to move forward with all the positives, you know, the positive changes that are happening right now too for us, you know, and for our good. There's so many things that are changing. So many people that are working hard too during this time. Like, moving to the future is acknowledging the work that they're doing. Like, if we just try to go backwards, it's like we're not acknowledging all the effort, all the people who are helping people, all the amazing things that people are doing, you know, to push us forward, to help things get better, to help the situation right now and in the future. Like, there's so many reasons to look toward the future right now. And, you know, by withdrawing from everything, so we're withdrawing from everything right now. And it's amazing because we're finally giving the chance to really look at ourselves. We're given the chance right now to look at the way we live our lives and how we really want to live. So, you know, it's time that we can take to really figure that out. And if you don't know where to start, I suggest, like, you know, the stuff I'm teaching. Like, lots of people who work with energy are really in tune with what's going on, and the reason is because what's going on is on a bigger scale than we can see. You know, there's that component to it too, and on the scale that we can see in the world, it doesn't make sense. But on the energetic scale, it does make sense, because if you're connected to energy, you're connected to more than just right now. So people are getting confused about the right now, but when you're connected to energy, you can see aspects of the past and the future. You can see more than just right now. So it does make sense with you know, it does actually make sense on a grander scale. And that's why people who work with energy are, you know, not confused about what's going on and have lots to tell you about it. And it's a challenge too to do that, to meet that, because usually we're not the people who are telling people, you know, with this kind of authority, what will help them. Usually it's like energy. People who work with energy are like sort of a on the side thing that you might listen to, if you're into that kind of thing. But now it's like, this is really important that people know this, because it's the only way we're going to get through, and we got to get through this. So yeah. So the personal story today is, I feel this so much right now. Like, things are already changing really fast for me. You're going to see that. And it's because I've been doing the things that I talk about in these videos every day. So, and every night. So I'm doing these things, and things are actually, in fact, changing for me. You'll see that in the next videos. And, you know, one thing I do and have been doing in the quarantine is simple, to just let go of the past as much as possible. In this specific energy, it's like a energy climate. It's like a, you know, the primed soil, or like the like the specific type of weather or something. Like it's like an energetic climate. In this energetic climate that we're in right now, it's perfect to move forward. It's the perfect time to just let go of the past and move forward. Keep the love, move forward. Right now. And I'm talking about, you can do this in the most simple ways. And this is actually what I've been doing. Like, do the dishes at the end of the night, clean to get rid of dust. Dust is the past now. I don't know what the significance of, if there is, of my bangs that keep falling, but who knows? Anyway, yeah, like, so, okay, I just had to say it because I kept playing with it. And I want it to be cool. Maybe it's a message we can't control everything. We can control ourselves. I can control myself. Not always my things. So update your physical surroundings to be what you want them to be here in the present. So it's all about getting rid of the past, bringing things into the present energy right now. What you want right now, the way you want to be right now, the way you want your relationships to be right now. Like, this is all like things that will help right now. Clear out your old photos from your phone. This is super easy to do. Keep the stuff you really truly need. Email it to yourself, Dropbox, whatever you need to do. But everything else, like, that isn't, I would say, like, essential, absolutely essential. I would really, it's that important. And I did this, and I feel so good. Like, in the energy, like, it'll just help you feel better. So do everything you can to bring your life into the life you really want it to be someday, because someday is today. I know that people say that, but like, it's true. So the tip of the day, besides all the other tips, because there are lots of tips in this video, look at your relationships in the present tense, which I said, but I'm going to say it again. It's this important. Relate to people just today. Like, I'll share something personal too. Like, my grandmother passed away last year, like a year ago, and I was connected to energy in this way, you know, in the maybe year before she died, and I have a different experience with it because of that. Like, I would call her sometimes just to be like, just to seize the present moment, because I knew that she was, 96, and, and those moments are the moments that bring me comfort now, knowing that I did that. So this is the kind of thing that you can do now in your life right now with the people you love, to just update your relationships, keep them current, keep them present moment, because this is all we have. And, it's just so important to do that, to have peace within yourself. And those can be, you have the opportunity to do this today. You have the opportunity to just relate to people on the level of presence, of just today. And I remember even having like an awkward moment kind of on the phone with her. We were just kind of both staring outside at the snow and like talking about the weather, and just had the memory of having an awkward moment with someone who's not here anymore is like a really beautiful thing, because you really feel like they were here. You feel that energy. So the present moment is like the best. It's the best. Like, you can do so many good things with it, and this is what we have right now. We have lots of present moments. We have so much time on our hands. So like, this is a time where you can really think about like, what do I want to do differently, and then you can start doing it today. And that's really important to do, and you'll be happy you did. Yeah, it's a blessing to have this time right now. And the quote today is in line with all of this. So, there are this is the quote: "There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind." C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis wrote the Chronicles of Narnia, and was a really spiritual, cool person that I learned about in university, and wrote other books other than the Chronicles of Narnia. And I really love this because when I first heard it, one of the reasons I love it is when I first heard it, I didn't really understand it, because I was in a place in my life where I was looking at the past a lot. Like, the past was the best. The past was the most beautiful. The past is where I felt better. The past was where I felt strong, because you go through things, and so you can think that the beauty, the feelings, the amazingness is in the past. And the past is beautiful in a lot of ways, but it's our job to keep living. And I love this quote because it really taught me that when I kept holding on, that it was worth it, and that there are more beautiful things in the future. Like, not necessarily more beautiful, but just more of the beauty. That same beauty can be here again. And, you know, if we're living, it's our job to keep living. And it's our job to keep creating beauty. It's our job to keep believing and to appreciate the time we have. The time we have now is no different than the time we had in the past. The reason we're able to do that, like the reason we're able to do that in a lot of our past memories, like be really happy and like, you know, have all these great things happen that changed us and like have all these like amazing moments, was because we were in the present. That's why. So, you know, that's why I'm telling you how to be in the present, because when you're in the present, then it's like you can actually create this beauty again, and know that it's not just about the past, it's about now, and there's going to be more of that. You know, in those moments we weren't thinking about the past, we were thinking only about that moment and maybe the future. So when you really like can let go of things and be fresh like that again, it can be that way again. So yeah, so those are my messages today, and I'm really happy that you're watching. Thank you for being here and for being part of my journey and listening. I have this beautiful blood orange. It reminds me of the root in the sacral chakra, the little sacral chakra. It's so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna do a crown chakra healing for you tonight. And the crown isn't one of the chakras that I've worked with a lot, but it's really cool when you do, because it's our connection to the divine. It's our connection to, you know, the bigger energy. It's our crown chakra. So it's not, I always start at the root when I work on people, but I worked on someone's crown the other day, and it was just the coolest to see the energy there, the kind of energy that can be there, and how like it's really different, I feel, than all of the other chakras. So it's really, really cool. So we're gonna work on that tonight. So you can just relax. You can just even close your eyes, shut your eyes if you want to, and this will just take a couple minutes. And I'm gonna do a crown chakra clearing like I do in my sessions one-on-one with people, but for everyone watching this. And I might tell you what's going on, but the most important part is that, not that you understand, it's that the clearing happens. That's the most important part. So I don't always talk about it. But this will help you to feel more calm right now with what's going on. So I'm going to clear the energy, clear between us. And I want to just say, if you're watching this and if you've been watching the videos, that how much it means to me that you take the time to watch or tune in to one episode, to a minute of an episode, to all the episodes. And I know my mom, I think, watches them all. And I'm just so grateful that people are listening, because these are things that I take time to talk about and think about and write down, and ideas that I really want to share so that people have an idea of what's going on, because I think I want more than just me to know them. I want more than just me to benefit from them. It's really helping me, and it's something that I think really will help other people. So, and help just your peace of mind, if anything, that there are answers that you can find. And that goes for a lot of things in life, that there are the answers. It's just that sometimes we have to find them, and we don't always know where they're going to be. This has been such a learning experience for me, how to put myself out there, how to talk in front of a camera, a real training ground for me on how to do that, and get used to that, and how to express myself too, how to express my energy, express my confidence with what I know, and to build my ability to communicate about the things that I feel and the things that I see and the things that I think are really important about the world right now, and that I think will help us all. So that's coming from my heart to yours, and I want to share too that things have been really moving fast for me. So this is actually the last episode of Answers. This is the final episode. It works perfectly with the amount of chakras that we cleared. So we cleared all the chakras through all the episodes, and I know things are changing, and they're changing in a good way. And I'm really excited to keep going forward and to find out what those changes are, and to see the beauty that is going to be coming next in my life, and in the whole, and in the energy of the whole world, and for the whole world. And yeah, I really believe that things are good, and they're always going to be good. And I'm just, I want to thank you again for watching. So thank you. And take care of yourself, stay safe, and remember, things are always good. They always are. Have a good night.